Internet? Coming back again with what might be the final installment in the shotgun series, unless something else comes up, more questions or anything like that. But just to round out the series, we've already talked about the importance of patterning your shotgun, what that means and how to do it. We've also talked about the differences between a shotgun that is laid out for a tactical purpose versus the shotgun laid out for hunting purposes, and what features may overlap or be better suited to both jobs. Now we're going to get into the nitty gritty, one that might be more applicable to the average consumer and more applicable to your price point, and that is the differences between a semi-automatic shotgun, that is a shotgun that fires just like a normal standard pistol, like a Glock, where every trigger pull you make gives you a boom, kicks out a round, grabs another one, ready for a boom again, and a pump shotgun, which a lot of you are very well familiar with. So again, as I broke down the benefits of Shuri, this is my semi-automatic gun. You see that she's already unchambered and empty because I can't shoot in here to show you how it works. But theoretically, if I were to send this bolt forward and it was a round in here, I would be able to squeeze. There would be a boom. This would come back. It will grab a shell out of the tree. It would lock forward again on its own and be ready to shoot again. Up to 7 times if I've loaded it that way. And obviously that has its own benefits that you can readily see in a tactical environment where you have to defend your life. You don't have to reload on your own. You can stay on site, stay on target, and deliver fire, defend yourself. And while the major benefit of a semi-automatic shotgun is that it is semi-automatic, that also can be a weakness. A shotgun's greatest tool is that it is flexible. It shoots a variety of different types of ammunition. However, the way that a semi-automatic is able to do that is that there is a spring in this stock, similar to the springs that are in AR rifles, where when the boom goes off, it uses some of that recoil to cycle this action, and it's absorbed, and this spring is pushing the bolt back to cycle around. If you use rounds that are reduced recoil or small, or from a 3-inch to a 2 3/4 inch or whatever it may be, there's not always the guarantee that the boom provided by that shell will be able to provide the force necessary to fully cycle the action. What you may get instead is a boom, but then this doesn't come back all the way. It doesn't kick the old shell out, and more importantly, it doesn't grab the new shell to get you ready back into the fight, which can cost you your life. That's where the pump gun shines. In a pump shotgun, you are the action. You saw my hand brought it back, and that opened up the breech, and theoretically if there was a shell in there, it would have kicked out. There's a magazine just like that one, so that would have grabbed the next one by pulling this back, and then you're back ready to go. Now, a lot of people like pump guns because I was able to do just that. It means that in their mind, they can keep their gun unloaded, and if somebody's in their house, they can rack it, and that'll scare them away. That is pure fantasy. If somebody's in your house, especially at night, they are armed and they mean you harm. Okay, and that's a real bad guy. Bad guys are not scared of noises like that. They're armed. They came to do you harm. They fully expect you to possibly be armed, and all you did was reveal that you are armed and where your location is. The only sound they should hear is the one that precedes them having a gaping hole in their chest. Don't do that. But the main benefit of a pump gun, is its reliability. You can shoot a wide variety of shells in here up to the breech length, which is stated on this one right here on the barrel. This is a 3-inch gun, so it can't shoot those 3.5-inch hunting shells that I showed you, but it can't shoot anything from 3 inches smaller. And you know that even if it's reduced recoil, you get on this gun and you make a bang, it's going to fire, and then you don't have to press this release every time. That's only when the gun's empty. You bring it back, grab another shell, you bring it forward, you're ready to fire again. And while that is inherently slower than a semi-automatic gun, with the right practice and more importantly the right training, it's negligible. That really only comes out in competition scenarios where milliseconds count. In a gunfight where you're defending yourself, it's negligible. Like, honestly, that's the least of your worries. You'll notice that on this one, it has more of a traditional style sights. It doesn't have a bead, but it has a post, and there's a groove where you just need to meet your cheek right here and find the bead and put it on what you don't want to be alive anymore. What it doesn't have is any kind of glowy material or anything like that. So if this were my home defense pump shotgun, I would definitely change that, as well as the amount of light on here. I don't know what brand this is. Let me read it, see if it's on here. This is made in Turkey. Typically guns that come out of Turkey are pretty good. Benelli has a factory in Turkey. I think Beretta does too, but I don't know whose gun. This is my friend's gun. But that's the benefit of a pump gun, okay? You can defend your life with this. And the benefit of a pump gun is that price point wise, you're not looking at a $2,000 shotgun. Why did I spend $2,000 on a shotgun? Because Benelli makes a weapon that is known to be able to cycle almost any shell that's out there. And I paid for that peace of mind knowing that if I'm going to use smaller shells, reduce recoil, I don't have to question whether or not it's going to go through my gun. Okay? So, but with a pump gun, that's not really an issue. You are the action. You can clear jams. You can clear anything because you move the slide. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The differences between the two. If you're gonna get a semi-automatic gun, remember the price point is the main thing. As you get down in price points, you start opening up. Will it cycle this? And they can still be quality guns, but you're gonna get more and more particular about your ammo. I believe the Beretta 1301 is $1,000 gun, which is very good, but there have been failures of it cycling very common law enforcement loads. The Remington 870 is a great shotgun. You see those in police cars as well as the Mossberg 500, mostly in the pump, or the 500 series, mostly in the pump configuration. The main thing is having night sights, having a light, and having a decent magazine. I hope that answered any questions for you. If you're not in the market for a $2,000 shotgun, again, there are options out there for you. Mossberg, Remington, CZ, there's a variety out there. But there's very few things inside of a house that are more lethal than a shotgun. Till next time.